some of the stuff that's been torn. What the hell? Yeah. What the shit? Hold on a minute. Well, if you can't have bad luck, I guess you wouldn't have none. The pin came out of this. Look what it did. It shot up into the star, and it's hung in this plate underneath the star, and the tire's pinched. This thing's just sitting here going around and around, which means I'm guessing this something broke on the shaft, because it shouldn't be able to go around and around, because that's a solid shaft. It runs up through there to the top. There you go. To the top right there, it's got a roll pin, and it comes all the way through down into here, but the roll pin's still through there. Yeah, that's definitely the shaft sheared. Oh, hell, I got some serious problems there. That's not going to be a 5-minute fix, because either the shaft's broke or the roll pins are sheared off. One of the two, so I'm going to have to go back to the house. Or what I was going to say is the ads for the YouTube channel. I've heard a lot of people talking about it. Well, I have 100,000 and something views on my channel. I have 800 something subscribers, and I forget what the other stats were for the channel. You know how much money I've ever made off of YouTube? Zero. I haven't made a dime, and I'm not in it to make any money. That's the one thing, see, about YouTube with me. I don't care about making any money, and I haven't made any money. Deal with ads. I have not made a cent off of YouTube. Suppose the way it works, as I've explained this before, is with the ad money, you have to make $100 through ads, for people clicking on the ads, before they'll pay you a cent. And I think I'm up to $28. I've been doing this for nearly a year. In January will be a year, or 3/4 a year, and I haven't made a cent, y'all. So a lot of that is because I put music on my videos. If you put music on your videos with actual music with words and stuff, you don't make any money. All the money that comes off the ads and the stuff for YouTube goes to the record label companies and split between YouTube. So the creator gets nothing. And that's how that works. And being I actually put music on my videos and I don't care about making money, which a lot of people don't put music on the videos because they want to make something, because it is a lot of work doing these. There's lots of hours and time spent making these videos, and I just don't care about the money part. I enjoy meeting y'all, but I'm just there's no money in YouTube if that's what your goal is. You have to have like 1 million subscribers or something crazy like that just to make any decent money. But if you don't put the ads on the videos, YouTube won't push them. And they've got to where the companies that are paying for the ads to run on YouTube are turning down videos that don't go along with our ads. Like, say I run a Krone piece of equipment and there's another company that's in the hay and forge business that wants to put an ad on that video and they turn it down. Well, that means my videos are limited on the ads I can get, and I don't think that's right. They didn't do that before, and they cut the money in half that the creators actually get. But I don't know, it's a bunch of bull, and they limit you if there's something that they don't particularly agree with. I've noticed that you don't get as many views because YouTube doesn't push in as much. They have a system set up which they'll probably can my YouTube channel now and basically drive me down to nothing after making this video, but I'm just gonna tell the truth because that's what I do. But
I go get one trash somewhere. I don't know. Huh? You didn't go? No, it just broke. The pin must have just fell out. It broke off one. Right along. I felt something weird. I looked back. The wheel said that it's a spin. Where it fell, it just hung right there. And it ripped. Didn't hurt nothing inside. Red lock the whole thing. No, it's a spin whole thing up. Wheel on? Yeah, right there, lock it. Down the shank. No, today's not a different day. Went and changed clothes or shirts because I had to go to the store. And I got grease all on my phone. Oh, this bucket got out here and I didn't put out here. This is becoming one of those things that just pisses you off. It should not be this hard. For those of you that are probably sitting there watching me do this and you're thinking, screaming at the computer screen that you need to take the roll pin out. Well, I can't take the roll pin out because the roll pin is sheared off on both sides of this thing. And there's no way to get it out. I don't know where it's lining up at to get it out, so I'm having to just pull it off.
Coming easier now? Yeah, it's coming. You got it.
Finally come off. Alright, so this is why I had to pull it off. See that? Still in there. The way these are for is their safeties. They shear off if that happens. And this is not the first time I've actually had one of these pins break off before, but luckily the PTO was not engaged and it was actually one of the carry wheels, which was a nightmare as well. I think it was on the other one, it wasn't this one, which kind of shocks me because this one was on the outer star. Now, I gotta drive this side out. I done got the other side out. It's pretty easy. And I done drove one out of the shaft that runs through on the fluffer. I'll show you that in a minute what it looks like. Oh, there it goes. That is the end of the roll pin. It's got an inner and an outer in it. And I don't have any of these. And I done been to one of the hardware stores that's close by and they didn't have one. So That's it. It's also why I like having two of these. That way if one of them's down, we still got one. Alright, I've had several comments wanting to know if I'm going to go to Sunbelt Ag Expo this year in Moultrie, Georgia. Normally we go probably every 3 years or so because, I mean, if you go every year, it's kind of, a lot of it's the same, but if you go every 2 or 3 years, pretty good chance you'll see a lot of new equipment that you hadn't seen before. And we generally try to go about every 3. I mean, it's a full day event if you go. I've always wanted to go down and get a hotel and stay overnight, and that way it's not such a rush trying to get out of there and get down there and having to get up early to get down there and then drive all the way back home that night. And it's just even for us, it's a long ways down there. And I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, if I'm gonna make it or not. I'd love to go because I'd love to run into some of y'all if y'all were there and get to talk to y'all and maybe walk around, look at equipment together, talk about different things and whatnot, and meet a lot of y'all. I'd love to do that, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not because, like I've said before, we are really far behind this year on hay, and I don't know if it'll work out. So I need to talk to my wife about it, and I need to talk to my dad and see if one of them wants to ride down with me or something and go to it. I know my wife's been really interested in it for several years now. I've told her about what it is, and she'd like to go see a lot of it, like the corn stuff and the animals, equestrian stuff and everything. It's just, the place is huge and they have so much stuff. It's just hard to see everything in one day. But if I do go, it will be just for one day because that's all I'll be able to get away from here. But I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I'm going to try everything I can to make it happen, and if it does, I'll make a video telling y'all what day, what I'm going to be wearing, where you can probably see me at. Nobody's asked me, like, company or anything to come, and which, I mean, I don't expect them to. And I'll just be there just like everybody else, walking around looking at stuff. So if you caught me and seen me, say something to me. Love to meet y'all, say hey. That's one of the main reasons why I want to go. There is a few pieces of equipment that I want to look at while I'm there if we do go for next year. I've said that we could be trading balers. I don't know yet if that's going to happen. I'm pretty positive it might, but I'm not 100%. It just depends on what happens between now and then. Another thing is I want to see is trailed accumulators. I want to see some accumulators that are there that do 10 bale flat patterns and what they're going to run, and see what's the best option. Because we are probably going to be looking into that pretty quickly. There's some things going on that I'm going to probably need one. I don't know yet, but we have just about outgrown the max layer system. Max layer system has been a very good system for us. It's gotten me in the hay business and got me very far into it and started very well, to the point to where now we're probably going to be thinking pretty seriously about getting a trailed accumulator, which is, if that happens, the square wheel business is going to explode as far as the amount we put up, as long as our land holds. But I don't know yet what's going to happen with that. It's kind of something we've been discussing amongst ourselves. There is some things that y'all don't know about that's going on that will determine that. But as far as the Sunbelt Ag Expo goes, I don't know yet if I'm going to be going or not. But when I finally decide yes or no, I will let y'all know. I don't know what day it'll be, none of that. I've got to do a lot of figuring, a lot of talking, just everybody figure out if I do go, what's going to be the best day, who's going to go, who's going to stay, and all that. And we got to plan it all out to make sure everybody knows when we're going to be gone and have everything tied up here for the time and arranged for whoever it does stay can handle it. So I don't know, and a lot of it depends on hay. If I can get so much of this hay done to where the point where I get enough time freed up to where I can go and the seed in the ground between now and the date that it is will determine if I go or not. I've got a lot of stuff I got to get done before I can even think about leaving for a day. So we'll see. It may happen, it may not, but I gotta get doing this so that way maybe I can go. So let me get to it.